much. Hello, Gia. How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to speak with you about this film. I adored it, even though it was a little dark, a little funny. You mixed them both so well.
Yes, thank you.
So I wanted to say, we all know you come from a family of filmmakers, but what were some of your early film memories? Were any of your favorite movies growing up something that inspired mainstream now?
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say growing up, but well, I mean, growing up, there's some Disney movies and Pixar films that I felt like, oh, I wanted this kind of coming of age uh, love story to kind of
Mhm.
reflect and be very simple and full of heart. But it was really the film Face in the Crowd that I had seen later in life that was a big inspiration for me.
Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't little Gia watching that movie. I don't know how your family life worked, but I'm like, please start you off with Disney
I
movies.
don't think I would have been able to grasp it if I had seen it as a kid.
Absolutely, we all see those movies a little too young that you're like, I need to revisit that later on.
Yeah.
Now, looking at the state of pop culture around 2018 when you started the story and script, was there a lightning bulb, like a light bulb moment for you that went, ooh, what started the script process for this? Any random moments of pop culture decided to go crazy?
Well, it really started a long time ago, and it was kind of just a friend who had been working with YouTubers, and I really didn't understand it. And so, by wanting to understand it, I kind of gained this fascination and wanting to kind of go deeper into it. But there wasn't any sort of specific moment or specific person in cult and pop culture. It was just kind of watching the trajectory of us as a whole and what kind of we were paying attention to.
Yeah, you can see it in there. There's heavy influences of what was happening, and not directly, but now I have to say, for a little fun question, is there any internet videos you happen to like? Is there a secret meme or YouTube video that you fell in love with during your research?
Wow. I wish I could give you a really cool answer off the top of my head, but I don't think I have anything. I remember meeting Wampa and looking at his content, and
Mhm.
he did this thing where he does an interview jumping out of an airplane, and so you're having a conversation in the air, and I thought that was really cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad you weren't saying like I love TikTok videos. So that was a fun, artful answer. Now, I will say Link and Frankie's videos in this are pretty wild. Was there something that you wanted to film or something you wanted to try that maybe weren't able to do? Though I will say that one naked stunt seemed to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, making it in film and having those sort of practical logistics is very frustrating to try to do things in the guerrilla style, which is so much of what these videos contain. So those were kind of my bigger challenges. We did one day once the shoot was over, and that was kind of his first YouTube video where he's talking to camera and it's shot on an iPhone. And that was really fun to kind of just, shoot things on an iPhone and not do things the typical kind of film shoot way.
I was gonna say, was there kind of innovations that you got to use? I know some of the post production has that flair, so on set you were able to use things like iPhones and different cameras. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it was important to me to have it somewhat mixed media and kind of convey the very cinematic, beautiful style that um, I hope makes it classic and what Autumn Durald brings so well to the film, but also kind of embracing this other aesthetic that is so much a part of that world. And kind of, even though sometimes it can be a little ugly, I still think it's sort of beautiful.
Oh, that is a great way of putting that. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Gia, for speaking with me today. I am so excited for people to get to see Mainstream. It is a wild film. I don't know if anyone's ready for what it is when they get in, but thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.